This is my list of top 9 things that must be changed, fixed or created in this year. On the bottom of our list we find ourselves a decoy grenade. Why decoy grenade, you ask? Well, quite simple, because it's quite useless. Honestly, I got to say that this is most useless item in the whole game. The concept behind this item is quite good to attract enemies to a certain location, but the problem is when you have 48 guys on the minimap, you won't really care about one idiot going around, unless he's really close. And even then, you'll look around, if you don't see him, he's probably dead, or long gone. To fix this item I have stolen, borrowed the idea from the Crisis to create a hologram which attracts players, and therefore could be used as a distraction or trap. Number 8. As long as we are talking about grenades, there is one more thing I want developers to introduce for Infiltrator class. This item is non-lethal unless you swallow it and activate it, but if that's the case I'll have to call Nanite Asylum or Higby to come and visit you. And trust me, that will be experience of a lifetime. Not in a good way. Anyways, the item I'm talking about is the smoke grenade. Have you ever run through the smoke with a cloak on? It's fantastic, and trust me, you'll only benefit from this item. For example, in Counter-Strike you can use smoke grenades to distract other snipers, or use it as a second cloak, whatever you want. Number 7. I guess this year I'm keen on grenades. Probably I should stop eating them. All that nitroglycerin probably is not good for me. And for the 7th spot we have grenade throwing mechanism, or in simple terms for illiterate hillbillies, the action by which the game throws your grenade and the way it's being thrown. The thing is, it wouldn't be on the list if I hadn't had any problem with it. Come on, I've been playing this game for more than a year, and I still struggle with grenade throwing mechanism. Most of the time when I throw concussion or EMP grenades, they land in the wrong places. And the thing is, if Call of Duty can implement a decent grenade throwing mechanism, then why can't Planetside too? 6. Repairing and reviving problems. Or you can simply call them hitbox problems. And these little nuances are like needles in my butt cheeks. One hurts a lot, but dozen of them hurts even more. And the problem with reviving is the same. You have to aim at a certain location to actually start reviving. 5. While we're talking about reviving, here's one idea I stole, read in forums about med tool. It goes like this. To reserve left mouse click for healing ability and right mouse click for reviving. So it's easier to revive people that are being stumped by friendly forces. I would only imagine how much would plastic surgery cost for this person after this revival. After all, if Max stumps on your face, at best it's a train wreck. Also, there's one more problem with medics. All they are good for is shooting people and reviving them. And if you're lucky enough, after reviving, you'll get shut down again. And so making revival pointless. Well, of course not for medic though. And so I propose medics to be boosted on healing ability. And this idea is taken from Team Fortress, where people who are being shot and healed at the same time will survive. Unlike in Planetside 2, where if you heal somebody, he'll still die if it's one-on-one. Number 4. At this point I can't remember the last time VR training was up to date. Because at this point it's not a broken swing set. It's broken swing set with barbed wire, broken glass, and landmines everywhere. Number 3. Personally, if I had any chance I would put this topic on number 1. But other people's opinion does matter. Yeah, right. Anyways, the topic is HUD, or Heads Up Display. The first ever issue on my Rant series. Long story short, HUD must be customizable and changed a little bit. And yeah, I still remember the messages. Number 2. Everlasting and annoyingly broken voice transmission. I believe ever since game update number 3, voice transmission has been broken. I just can't tell you how many guys had to restart their game just to be able to speak with their platoon, squad, or whatever. My best guess is that a lot of people just simply rage quitted from the game just because of this. You have to trust me that comparing to this, it would be easier to give yourself erotic massage if your hands were made out of shurikens. And number 1. The factions, or at least how they are portrayed now. Of course, developers will present your faction to be very different from others. But guys, be realistic, you have to see the game what it is. And in my eyes, it's basically template after template after template being copied and pasted everywhere, with minor variations. And in my mind, NC is the most copy-pasted faction of them all. They say that NC is using Gauss weapons, but all I see is simply copy-pasted versions of TR weaponry, or nanite system weaponry. And yes, I realize that the NC is salvaging everything they can. But if you're shooting with Gauss weaponry, please, at least make it look like it's some sort of different technology. And of course, this is just an example. You get the point, I hope at least. If not, then please, go away.